My first year in business was quite chaotic. I started in January of 2024 and I quickly grew past all my goals. And I even got my first 5 grand a month and I was so happy. I started raising my prices, I started taking on bigger jobs. And eventually I sold my first project over 3 grand. And I thought like, wow, 3 grand, that's like your whole monthly income if you're like a regular person with a normal job. Like 3 grand a month, it's like nice. It's 600 euros more per than like the average person. So what's to complain about, you know? But then the thing is, when you start taking bigger jobs, you start to feel a bit more responsibility to deliver like a better result. And that's where my perfectionism came into play. I was really, really in desperate need to like prove myself. Because it just feels so unreal to like make the money that I'm making for the work that I'm doing. I just don't feel like it's worth it to my clients all the time. And I have this real intense need to just kind of prove myself out there. But then the perfectionism leads to procrastination. And when you procrastinate on a project, it tends to be delayed. That's funny, right? Like when you procrastinate on something, like the work doesn't get done. When you start procrastinating a lot, like the work tends to pile up. And as an entrepreneur, you can't really have that. You can't just say from like fuck it, I'll just not deliver or I'll deliver really late. You can't do that. That's like not done. You're losing clients that way. And what you need to do to compensate is to like start pulling all-nighters because you haven't done the work when you were supposed to do it. And when you start pulling all-nighters, you feel like, oh yeah, I'm a big man, I'm here, real entrepreneurship, grind stuff and all that. But at the end of the day, you should have like enough time in the morning, in the midday, and on other times, normal times, where you don't get exhausted to fuck just to work, you know? It came to a point where the work that I was doing, everything just drained me, and for the life of me, I just could not get to work and actually do work. It just felt like my brain had been so fried. And that's this roughly the same point where I hired an intern. I hired an intern just to fucking because he wanted to work for me. That's why. But I was talking about this. Alright, so I was talking to my brother about the work that I was doing. And at one point he made this remark and he said like, bro, you're just like an OnlyFans girl, except you're making advertisements. and I kind of knew it already. But it was just like a nail in the coffin. As much as you want to pretend you don't care about what others think about you, you still have like your reputation to keep. And I can't just say I can't stand behind a product which I'm not 100% convinced about. I can never That's why I can never do door-to-door sales. I just can't sell something if I don't believe in it. That was like really difficult for me. That was proper difficult for me. Oh, what a beautiful road. So for each and every project that I was doing, like the motivation declined and declined and declined. And at the same time, I was taking on bigger and bigger and bigger jobs, which were paid much better, like significantly better, because it was paid so much. I procrastinated, and because I procrastinated, things got delayed. And because it got delayed, I became less trustworthy as a partner to work with for my clients. And the later you deliver, like the more fuck ups you have, and the worse the deadlines get, and all that, the less they trust you, to the point where they finally cut you off. And then it doesn't matter how good you are. Like if you have like 3 times the results of someone else, if you can't deliver on time, it doesn't matter anymore. So that's really important to keep in mind. Just deliver on fucking time, because otherwise, what are you doing? You know, like, you're out. So right now I only have one really reliable client left, and a few leads here and there, and a small stack of survival money. I can survive for a few months, not really worry about it, take a few holidays, but after that, by the end of the year, if I don't make any more money, I'm broke for like the rest of for a good while. So, for me, what's really important to do right now is to like get my spark back again, get my fucking will to create, my will to be an entrepreneur, my will to be like a good human being again. Get it back. That's the whole idea right now. I'm trying to get my spark back to make cool shit again. And I think like loving what you do and doing what you love is like one of the most important things on how you become like actually wealthy. Because like yeah, you can be like one of those scammers then that makes like a hell of a lot of money, but do you wanna like sleep that way? Be like, yeah, I just fucked a bunch of people over and that's why I'm rich. That's not me. That's not me. So I really want the other party to come out of the deal in a happy and good way, and I want to come out on top myself as well. I want like everyone to win when I'm involved. When I'm involved. But all of this is gonna be good because we're gonna fix it right now. So every single time I wanted to go work and do something and change my life or actually just do a small thing, it's so difficult getting over the first hump of just doing it. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm just trying to reach flow. I just want to have a good time, make myself realize that working is fun. And how I'm doing that is I'll be making the videos that I want to make. I'll try to replicate or make my own video, which I think is cool as fuck. And I will not care about the businesses, I will not care about people who are watching it, I'll just only care about the thing that I want to make. And I'll do that for the next month, and after that I'll focus on the new clients, get some new money in. And I'm going to do all of this while learning a new video editing program called DaVinci Resolve, which will hopefully make me a better, faster, richer, more amazing video editor. So, I hope you enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!